Hey everyone, thanks for joining. We're just here, Mandy Banks and I'm Eilers-Heffner. If you don't know me, Mandy Banks, wave your hands or something over there. You're gonna have to introduce yourself so it shows up.
Hi, excuse me, Mandy Banks, Gold Ambassador under Elizabeth, and looking forward to seeing everybody's faces and meeting you and talking about getting started with our businesses.
Yes, yep. So the best thing about Plexus is that you can work this when you want. You can work this a few minutes a day. You can work an hour a day. You can work 15 minutes twice a day, however you want to make that happen for yourself. Okay. So the other great opportunity is that just sharing with a few people is going to bring in a lot of financial relief to your own product usage. And in the meantime, you're helping people. You're helping them feel better with migraines, autoimmune, digestive issues, energy, weight loss, skincare. Our skincare line keeps it keeps expanding, I should say, expanding. We're getting more skincare products. And it's a super simple system to use. So not a 7-step skincare over here. And so what we have found, Mandy and I have found, that even just sharing with a few people has blessed our lives, blessed our finances, and blessed them. And it's just a win-win all around. So I don't want you to overcomplicate any sort of sharing that you may be interested in doing. And I encourage you to share because you never know who in your life you might be withholding a solution from. So I think, okay, if someone at work or a friend of mine has a headache or something, I'm going to say, hey, I have some Motrin. Would you like some? Like I'm going to do what I can do to help them. Or if you see somebody just having a really bad day, you're going to stop and say, hey, is there anything I can do for you? Can I get you some water? Like we're going to help our people that we see that are hurting. And this is no different. And oftentimes I hear I should have shared sooner. I wish I would have had these products myself sooner. And so we want to not withhold or prejudge any situation. So the first thing that you can do is share your own story on Facebook. You can share my story. You can share Mandy's story. You can share Melissa Allen's on now. You can share her story. And if you even need help to write your own story up, then we're here to help you with that as well. We can help you learn what to say. And then you also can, and I encourage you so much to go back into Gut Health and Happiness or go to my wall or Mandy's wall and and Melissa's wall, look at what we're sharing about Plexus and not necessarily do it if we have mutual friends, like right after, like not the same day. But if you are days later, a week later, go back to my wall and say, oh, I liked this post that she did about energy or something. And I'm going to copy it. I'm going to save the picture. And then I'm going to go to my wall and I'm going to paste it up as my own. Because that way it takes that pressure off of you trying to figure out what to post. And then our Gut Health, Happiness, and Beyond group, if you go in there, that's a testimonial page. So not only can you use testimonies from there, unless it says non-compliant. If it says it's non-compliant, then you are welcome to share it in private messages. But if it doesn't say that, you can also use those testimonies, and you can use that group to add anyone that you're talking to about Plexus into that group, because that is chock full of information on the products and on different conditions that Plexus will address. And if you do add somebody, let us know so we can get them approved. They need to be approved by an admin. The other thing that I want to show you, I'm going to do a quick screen share here. Which just takes me a hot second. Okay, so if you go to Rock Your Purpose, every month we are updating this cover photo. So that gives you a very quick glance of what is going on for the month. And then when you click on it and check, oh boy, of course it's gonna be, I usually do this on my phone, you guys. Information as well. So Don't forget to register if you haven't for this wellness reveal on the 17th. And then right here at the top, it keeps getting bumped. When you register for that and get your own 100 PV in for the month, and this also counts for new joins. So let's say you have someone join you this month, make sure they would qualify for this giveaway. And then during that wellness event, we're going to be having a private messenger chat and chatting in there. And then our people will be eligible to win when they're in that chat being active. So that's cool. And there's a new product being announced. So I'm super excited to hear that. And sometimes the jewels over here get a little sneak peek, but I haven't. So I don't even know what new product they're releasing. And then I want to draw your attention to the units section in Rock Your Purpose. Tons of information here. So if when you do have someone joining you, this is going to be valuable to go in and share with them how to use their products, just like Mandy and I have helped you, or Melissa has helped you. And all of that is in there. And of course, we're here to help, so you do know exactly what to send. And then in Unit 2, it talks about what else to do when you have someone joining you. Then all things silver, Unit 3, I wanted to draw that to your attention too. Very important. So you have your choice. You could I do encourage you to just check these out. It might take a couple weeks. It might take a month for you to go through them, whatever time you want to allot to that. Like, that is totally fine. And we have this video, how to go silver, super chock full of information. I think it's an hour long. It's been a little while since I've really looked at that one. So watch it in like 15-minute increments, right? Watch it or listen to it while you're folding laundry or something a few days. Don't overthink that. And then we have our silver and 6 and silver and 7. So I would take your pick as to which one. Oh, wow, look at that. I'm sure it's there. It's just me. So I don't think you have to watch silver and 6 and silver and 7. You could pick one. I'm trying this one more time, even if it doesn't pull up. There you go. Or there we go. So right here, they're all laid out. All of my kids are on tablets right now, so our internet is not always as responsive. So we have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. And then, so that would be easy to watch one a day. And these are short. These are like 10 to 12 minutes. So this is pretty quick to check out. And then that silver video is super important. All silver means, that's the first rank in the company. All that means is that you have helped 3 people get started with you. And so you get an extra bonus. The quicker that you do that, usually there's extra bonuses there, but don't worry about it. It's always $100 bonus when you have those 3 people, plus the normal bonuses that you get when someone joins you. So you get a building business bonus when they join, and you get what we call pay points when they join. And then when you decide, oh, I do want to do a little bit more with this business, we have Unit 4, business builder tools. And then some of our book clubs have made it in here. So Power of 5. Sometimes people ask, what do I eat? This was a video that Lauren and I did about how to meal plan, how to kind of eat more properly, because you may have that knowledge, but not everyone does. And so it's helpful to send them that quick video. That one's not too long. I think maybe 25, 30 minutes. So then we have a graphics one. So say you want to do a post and you're like, I love active. You can certainly come in here and grab a graphic. You can edit it easily in WordSwag. I use WordSwag a lot for my graphics. So if you guys have seen me doing graphics on people ranking up and stuff, this is what I use. And then we have these. I will show you this as well. So say someone is interested and they're like, well, which welcome pack do I want? That is your discounted startup pack. We have in here a little blurb about what the combo pack is going to provide for them. And these are all updated Everyone gets a water bottle now when they sign up. And this gut health, it's a gut feeling book. It's not a workbook. It's just info. And it's laid out really well. But the other thing is that we are going to help you know which welcome pack to suggest to someone as well. And then the Joyome welcome packs got revamped with our new face wash that came out. So that these are a little different. So that is a super great resource. And this is a really pretty and super easy way to show someone. So that they get kind of what it looks like. It looks nice. And then it has this little blurb of what the products are going to do for them. So this is a super, super valuable resource for you. And for those of you that like tons of information, we have these product info sheets for the products. And that is super awesome for those that really, really want the nitty gritty information. And the other place that you can find this, which it's easy to come into your units and copy this link and send that to someone that may want detailed information, but also the Plexus Help Center. If you don't know about this, this is awesome. So Help Center, Plexus Worldwide, and you can search in here. And this would have the comp plan. I mean, it has all kinds of information. Obviously, we try to have all of that into our team page over there as well. But this is a super nice way sometimes to remind what is in something. So the nutrition label is here. And it goes through the ingredients. And here's just the quick benefits. So don't forget about that as well. Or maybe you didn't know about it, which is totally fine too. So there we go. So that's the nitty gritty and kind of navigating in Rock Your Purpose. That's our team page. And then every Monday night, we have a team call with our big team page called Pink Power. And you may be in that as well. And we can totally get you in there. If you're newer, you may not be in both just because we didn't want to overwhelm. We want to keep things simple for you. But that is a bigger team page. So there's all kinds of leaders, all kinds of jewel and diamond leaders that lead calls on Mondays at 9 o'clock Eastern time. And then on Thursdays, right inside Rock Your Purpose, we have a book club. And so right now we're doing Get Out of Your Head by Jenny Allen. It's a mindset book. It's all about like working through just whatever is thrown at us. And I do encourage you to get on that, meet some of the other people in our team. And even if you haven't been able to read the book, totally fine. You can still jump on. So there you go. So this is how to kind of start your business is sharing on Facebook, making a list of people that you think may benefit or may be interested. That's where you're going to start. Because people are going to come to mind, people that you know that have had migraines or have had struggles with their weight or just have all kinds, anything really. Digestive issues are huge. If you read through Gut Health and Happiness, you're going to see how amazing these products really are across the board. And they're going to benefit everyone. If you have blood and you're breathing, these products can benefit you. And then you're going to want to talk to some people. So my encouragement with talking to people is to ask questions, to be genuine, and to not say too much because no one wants to read a ton of stuff. And I've had people say like when they have to scroll in Messenger and it doesn't all fit right there on the one screen and they have to scroll, then it's too much. They don't want to, see all of that. And the other thing to keep in mind is a lot of people are getting a copy and paste message from Usborne books, from legging parties, from workout wear parties, and so we want to be really genuine in what we're saying and not send a copy and pasted message to them, but reaching out and being personal. So, Mandy, do you have anything you want to add up to this point?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about sharing for one and how important that is. So we use our social media platforms. I like to use the analogy as it is like our storefront. So we're posting on Facebook or Instagram and our stories consistently, so people see that this isn't just something that we've started and that we've quit. We like to post 5 days a week, 2 personal, 1 Plexus post. We like to keep them, you know, a variety, not just, if you don't post a lot, don't just start posting Plexus, because we don't want you to look salesy either, because this isn't about selling anyone a product. This is about providing a solution. So I like to tell my team, I post, and anybody that follows me on social media will see I post about 3 things. I post about God, I post about my family, my kids, and I post about Plexus. And Plexus focuses on what I'm doing with my health, where I started and how far I've come, and the products that we use. And like Elizabeth said, anything in gut health, you can copy and paste. We don't share posts. We like to make it more personable. We don't want it to look salesy, because it's not what we're about. And so we like to copy and paste anything out of gut health or anything off of our own personal pages, your upline pages, that doesn't say not compliant in gut health. I did want to say that. But you want to be consistent about it. I tell my team, if you're not posting consistently, people aren't going to see what you have to offer. And if you can't see the same thing in your storefront all the time, they're going to think that it doesn't work. They're going to think that it's not worth it, and whatever. So I like to make sure that everybody knows that posting consistently is a, it's imperative to grow your business. Also about staying away from negative posts. We want you to be yourselves, and we want you to post things, and we know life happens, and sometimes you have bad days, and that's okay. But just be conscious of what you're posting, because most likely if you're on there posting negative all the time, people are going to scroll right past it, and they're not going to see the good things you have to offer too. So staying away from controversial posts, not posting negative all the time. Yes, and offering a solution. Even for example, I posted the other day about us breaking down, and I was frustrated, and it flipped the coin into a positive post about looking at the blessings instead of your burdens. That's okay. I did have somebody that joined me last summer that I have been talking to for almost a year approximately. And I always want to know why. What was your deciding factor? What made you change your mind? And she said, to be honest, it was your posts have been so positive and uplifting and inspiring. And I can see that you feel better and that you're doing better. And that really was the final straw for me. Like, if she can do it, I can do it too. So you may think that people aren't watching, but they are watching. So just being consistent and being positive and uplifting. And like Elizabeth said, if you need help with any posts, we're happy to help you. That's why we're here. You need help writing your own story, and don't be afraid of sharing. I was so afraid to share in the beginning. And I remember telling Elizabeth no, 100 zillion times. So I finally was to the point where, how can I not tell people how wonderful I feel, and how much better my daughter is, and how much better my family is, and how these products are changing my life? It's no different than if you were to go to a restaurant and get a great steak. What are you going to do? You're going to tell everybody, hey, I went to this place and I got a great steak. It's no different with Plexus. Hey, I have these great products that I feel great on, and I'm, my labs are improving, and I'm losing weight, and I have more energy to keep up with my kids, and. So those are the things that people want to see. And that is just building relationships with people and building trust and showing consistency, showing that these work, that this company is an amazing company. We were just talking not too long ago about posting about the business, posting about the pink ring, posting about community. The resources in this company are like no other, and you really cannot fail unless you quit. So team calls are great. Book clubs are great. I will reiterate that. Make the time. There was so many nights I could make excuses where I was too tired, I didn't want to do it, and I forced myself to do it, and I was so glad I did, because everyone needs that encouragement. Everyone needs to see that, okay, I'm having a bad day, but I can't live here. I have to pack up and move on, you know. So I would just encourage you to get on those, and just to take whatever time you can allot for yourself each day to focus on posting. And if you don't post consistently on social media, start posting little things here and there about yourself, and then throw in a little Plexus here and there. And like we said, we will help you guys the whole way. The support in this company and this specific team, I have never seen such a group of people that connect and that become such great friends. I have so many friends on here that I've never even met. And so I never thought in a million years this would be something that, wow, like I have this community, this support, these resources, and these products. Like it is life altering. So I think that's all I have. Just stay the course and reach out for us for help for anything.
Yeah. And you know, if your goal is like, well, I don't know about posting every day about Plexus, you know, that kind of thing, that's fine. Pick 2 days a week that you post about Plexus, because I was asked specifically about the algorithm. So a couple things with Plexus or Facebook or any social media is that not everyone is seeing everything you post every day. And so, you know, you might put up a great post, but like maybe only 20% of your network is actually seeing that. And so as you know, post again, then someone else, the other hopefully 20% are going to see that. And there are ways to help the algorithm be more favorable for you. And that is that if you know, like so-and-so has migraines or this or that, so you kind of have your list of people that you're going to want to talk to, it is nice to go and comment on their walls, because you're already their friend. You're on Facebook with them because you have some sort of commonality or friendship with them, right? So you're going to go and comment, hey, that looked like a great trip to the sledding hill. Where did you go? We want to go as well. Wasn't it cold? What socks are you wearing? I mean, ask questions. How can we help build one another up? Like, what can we learn? And, you know, there are like, some people will use a strategy of posting something really catchy to their Facebook, like, ooh, which plate was yours when you guys were a kid? You know, it had the different patterns, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are okay every once in a while, but it is kind of a clickbait, right? It's kind of this, hey, let me get some people interested in looking at my wall and commenting, and then going back and posting a post that you want seen more readily would be done after something like that. And like I said, those are okay to do every now and again, because we do want to have interaction on our wall. And those are actually really fun. Like, it's really fun to remember and have those memories of like which plate our grandma has and which one our parents used and all of that. Like, those are fun memories and all of that, but it's not something we want to be dependent on. And you don't want it, like, I do think over time, if that's all that you're doing, it will be noticeable to your network. Like, oh, she's just posting this, like, you know, funny whatever post and then bringing people in. So like I said, it is okay to do that once in a while because it is favorable to the algorithm, but it's not something that I'm dependent on for my business, because I want my integrity to shine through and be very genuine. So, and like when I this past weekend, I posted about deodorant and then like a pit detox. And I was like serious, like my deodorant has worked great for me until I get really hot at work and then I get stinky and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what gives? Let's have this discussion. And I was serious about it, but it did bring in a lot of discussion, right? And that's okay. That's good, because I can say, well, I tried this or I tried that, or people are, where you can talk about it. And that's like real life conversation that you would have around the lunchroom at work too, right? Like, you talk about stuff like that. At least I do. A lot of people I know I work with do. And so it's okay. And the other thing is adding value. Like Mandy mentioned this, like being positive, being uplifting. We want to show humanality. So like if I'm having a terrible day and I just want to yell at my kids and I'm stressed out and whatever, it's okay to say this is like a rough day, but this is what I did to turn it around. We put on a dance party, we this and that, because again, I'm saying, hey, I'm a mom of 4, homeschooling, working and running a business. And I was having a rough day because my life is not perfect every single day. And it's good to admit that, because we don't want to have this perception that we are unachievably perfect, right? Because that's not true. Facebook is the snippets of all the good things. So saying this is where I'm being vulnerable, this is, you know, where I was struggling, and this is what I did to turn it around, is offering hope to another mom who's out there struggling, going, oh, I'm going to pull my hair out. Okay. So that's how I think of it. I have never in 4 years worried about the Facebook algorithm. I post when I can post. I post about my, like Mandy, my God, my family, and Plexus. Like I'm trying to add value. I definitely stay away from controversial stuff. And the reason too with that is that over Facebook, you're not going to change someone's mind. And it's not an appropriate way to have a conversation over stuff. Like if you are passionate about something, yes, you need to post about that. But in order to really, and this is my opinion and my experience, but I'm not going to change someone's mind or viewpoint by just making a post. And if I can sit in person with someone and have a conversation and we can share viewpoints, like that is completely different. But social media really doesn't work in that fashion. And that is why I stay away from doing that. So if I'm very passionate about something, which if you know me in real life, you know I am, will occasionally post something I'm very passionate about. I don't have a problem with that. And I am very passionate about Plexus and helping people with that, and my family and God. Like, there we go. So yeah. And so if you say, well, hey, I have some people that are asking me questions and I don't know what to say, like put them in a 3-way chat with me or with Mandy or Melissa, whoever got you on this call. And so, like I said, we're going to help answer their questions. We're going to help ask questions to lead us down a path that's going to help them. And then that way you're learning and you don't have to know every single thing in order to share with people. You're going to learn from us helping that third person. And then the other thing that we like to do, and this depends on who it is that you're talking to, who it is that you're trying to share Plexus with, is we have these, we call them health and happiness events. All it is a group on Facebook, a private group. People invite their friends to it. And then we have posts that pop up like every 3 minutes. And so the guests read through them, and we do a giveaway in there, a couple of giveaways, and people can be commenting. And as they're commenting, they can ask questions and we can answer them. And then it's about 30 minutes. And then we just would follow up with those people that were commenting, right? The other thing we can do is a Zoom like this. We can send people a Slim and we can all try it together on the Zoom, or we can just do an info Zoom. It's however we want to work that. And we call that like a virtual sip and see, because we can't really do a lot of gathering right now. And I don't know about you, but with a busy schedule and all of that, it's really sometimes challenging to get together with a group of people anyway. And so doing it virtually sometimes works really well. And so there's that. And then the other kind of event that we will do inside Rock Your Purpose as well is like a live event. So it would go through a Zoom. Usually we broadcast it into a group. We have an event group that Rock Your Purpose leaders have made. And so we go live into that. So it just looks like a Facebook Live in that group. And so I might be sharing my testimony and my business experience or something like that, however it is for that time. And if that sounds appealing to you or the people you're talking to, we can totally set that up as well. Like I'm here to help you in any way that I can. Mandy's here. She's going to help y'all in any way that she can, Melissa. So we are here for the long haul, and we definitely are not afraid to do what it is that seems to appeal to your network. So if you guys have any, or Mandy, if you have anything to add, and then if you guys have any questions, you could pop them in the chat and we can answer them, or you are more than welcome to talk and tell us or ask.
Did you want to touch on IPA chat at all really quick?
Oh, yeah. So let's say you're like, you know what, I'm really serious about having an extra $1,000 a month, or I really want to get my products covered. It's called IPA, which sounds kind of like it's intentional production activity, or producing activity, or income producing activity, however you want to look at it. And what we do is it's just an accountability chat. So 5 days a week, we're working our biz, or sharing our Plexus. That includes reaching out and then following up with the people you have talked to, and posting on Facebook. And then usually in there, we encourage like training videos and stuff that people are watching. So none of this is like, you have to do any of it. Like, it's really up to where you're at and what your goal is. Okay. And then you just every day are saying, I did my IPA. And then at the end of the month, whoever is the most consistent gets a prize usually. And then that's super fun. So it just holds this sense of accountability. And it's kind of nice to see like, hey, there's a whole group of people that are doing this with me. And so you feel definitely more connected with that. And it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. All right. I'm going to stop the recording part, you guys.